Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As you can see by the title of today's video, I got the #1 seed in the Comp Pro-Am League in NBA 2K22 Next Gen, and it all went wrong. So I'm here to explain, I'm here to talk about this stuff in today's video. I hope y'all enjoy. It's going to be a little bit of a rant video. I'm not going to be talking crazy about the Pro-Am League or anything like that, or any of the people that played against or anything, whatever the case may be. This is me just kind of airing out my frustrations with all of it, and to kind of update you guys on where we're at with Pro-Am when it comes to all this. So, with that, once again, I want to talk about the success that we had in the regular season. We ended up as the 1 seed, and you can see the 32 seed was our first matchup, Team Envy. Now, here's where it all went wrong. So to start us off, the first day of the tournament, we get this DM from the WR Pro-Am League. Unfortunately, due to a mistake on our end, you guys play first round, so not exactly what the matchup should have been. So we'll have a discount. They essentially was trying to make up for the BS that they did to us. And I'm not gonna lie, at the end of the day, it is what it is. The guy who owns the league, it was just his birthday a couple days ago. I'm not gonna sit here and bash him. Or on top of that too, I still do have respect for these guys as well. But there have been multiple times already in this WR Pro-Am League that I have been screwed over by the owner of this league. And I don't know if it's a vendetta against me or my team, or if it's just coincidence that this has happened like 4 or 5 times. But here's the problem with all of this. So once again, I want to maybe use NBA basketball to relate to maybe some of you guys who are watching this video, how LeBron or the Lakers and all types of stuff like that, or LeBron on the Cavs, or any NBA team playing for a high seeding, it's to A, get a worse matchup earlier in the tournament, and then B, even get worse ones throughout the whole course of it. And as well, obviously, to have home court advantage, but that's not a thing in the Pro-Am or anything like that. So all we're playing for is an easier matchup, essentially, and respect at the end of the day too. But regardless, you can see us long awaited. We were the 2 seed, and ESGN didn't end up actually qualifying. So we ended up being the 1 seed in this bracket in the tournament. And then, once again, Team Envy is who we matched up with in the first round, the 32 seed. They forgot to add these guys to the bracket, so they slotted them in at the lowest spot possible, and the 1 and 2 seed play each other in the very first round of the Pro-Am League. Now here's what's even more tough about this. I try and look up their team information, and granted, ours is on there as well. So they were able to know who we were going to play with, who was on our team, all types of stuff like that. We didn't know anybody besides the team captain because it was very hidden on their team. I'm not going to lie. Like, I could not find any intel as to who we were even going to play against. So we didn't end up even finding out who we were going to play against until the tip-off of the game. And it is best of 3 as well. I will have some gameplay for you guys. I'm going to do post-commentary on it and kind of break things down a little bit. But again, no information on their team at all. Nothing. Also, I just wanted to mention too, on the last day of this, we had like literally 8 games that we still had to play to reach the 20 that was the minimum requirement for this league. So we grinded those out. They didn't even count our last 4 games. We ended 18-2 and had a 90 win percent doing all this stuff as well. Played some really good teams. It was the majority of the videos that I uploaded. The 2 that we just uploaded like within the week or so. And unfortunately, those games didn't even count at the end of the day because they didn't submit them. So I don't know, bro. It is what it is. Once again, I'm not here to bash WR Pro-Am League by any means. These guys are affiliated with the 2K League. It's the UPA, all types of stuff like that. It's very professional. But at the end of the day, it's very frustrating to get into the most professional league every single time, and some BS always happens in the playoffs. If you guys have watched the videos, you know what I'm talking about. It's very frustrating for me to get into these leagues and start content series for you guys. And from a content perspective, it's a little bit frustrating because obviously I wanted to have playoff content for this stuff. If you're not really understanding by the way that I'm kind of getting into the innuendos of this and kind of preluding all this, we ended up losing bad in this series right here. Now, on top of that too, I'll have a DM from Vector that we ended up playing against right here, that they were on West servers the second game, and apparently their point guard is from West as well. Now, granted, our point guard got a game of playing on East in this game right here. So again, this is against Fitzmagic. In case anybody didn't see the team, this is the list of the guys that we're playing against. Vector is very good. This is actually one of the guys that we lost to in one of the games throughout the course of the regular season. He ended up on this team somehow, though I'm not exactly sure, because he was on a different team in the regular season, then he was on this team in the playoffs. So they got Fitzmagic as well. He's pretty good. Him and Vector were both in the Combine. Once again, they had this guy on West servers as well. So long story short, I'm just here to showcase a couple of the things that we were struggling with to just quickly get through the first quarter. You're going to see this is actually very close. Like, we kept this extremely close. 12-9. They ended up getting the green on the wide open right there. 12-12 at the end of the first quarter. It wasn't even that big a deal. Now, I am going to showcase to you how bad this all fell apart. You're going to see, again, it's staying like semi-close in the early second quarter. We end up fast forwarding through here. Oh boy, second and third quarter. Awful, bro. We end up losing 68-39. I get dominated on the rebounds as well. What was very frustrating about this is we couldn't set our offense up very good at all. Their full court press game was unreal. You can see we only had 7 turnovers, but AK only had 9 shot attempts. I went 6 for 9 as well. Like, for us to have that few shot attempts, and on top of that too, only 33 as a team is crazy. We had no second chance points, no offensive rebounds at all, which is kind of alluding to the fact that I only had 1. Playing the power forward position, I'm guarding the hedge, so I'm not exactly always in position for the rebounds on defense, but offensive rebounding, that's all me, and I only end up with 1 rebound this entire game. It was horrible, by far my worst performance, by far, honestly, the whole team's worst performance. It's really disappointing, to be honest with you guys, and you can see this center was going crazy. 15 rebounds, he out-rebounded our whole team, alone, just him. But again, they were more so chucking up like easy board shots and stuff like that as well. You can see they put up 30 3-pointers to our 15. We live and die by the 3, bro. We have so many attempts. Our guard doesn't even drive in the slightest. And then, like I said, for game 2, we were on West servers. I'm not that bugged out about this. Obviously, I hate to lose and I love to win, but at the end of the day, it's all about team building as well. And this was a little hump that we had to go over, to be honest. Like, obviously, we were not out here prepared for this. You're going to see they got out to a really early lead on us, 12-4, 15-4 at that in the first quarter. It's not good, bro. Like, it really, that is not good at all. And you're going to see we keep it, like, semi-close. We have a chance in some of this aspect, but at the end of the day, when we get into the second half, it's really just still staying ugly. Now, we ended up figuring out how to break this full court press that they did on us a little bit. And again, I'll get into that in a second with the post commentary, but you can see IQ ends up open on that press break a whole lot. 10 for 11 from 3, 12 for 13 total. This dude was LeBron out here. Like, he scored 34 points in a game where our team scores 59. And me and AK averaged like a combined 40, 50, honestly. And then Kitchen, even on top of that too, averages at least 15 himself as well. And honestly, we all just absolutely were garbage in this. It is what it is. Again, 10 combined shot attempts from me and AK combined. That's horrible, bro. It's honestly insane. Once again, I'm not doing too good on the rebounds. It's only 3 of them. Tonic gets 7. Honestly, the count was a little bit closer between the two teams, 14-11 in this game, but either way, it was a very, very disappointing series. Again, I'm going to do some of this post commentary, but I just wanted to update you guys real quick in terms of all the content and stuff like that. We will be doing more Pro-Am as well. We're going to change up the lineup a little bit too. We're going to kind of downsize a bit and not have so many bigs out here. We got Tonic on a 7'3", I'm on a 7-footer, and then IQ's on the 6'9". Honestly, this is all content stuff at the end of the day. I have a lot of fun playing the game, and even if we never win a championship in the WR or in a comp Pro-Am league or anything like that, I want to do it in an original fun way. So what I'm thinking, and we may deter from doing this, but what I'm thinking we might do is end up running 3 6'9s. I might be on a 6'9 inside that I just created and I showcased on the YouTube channel. Tonic might be on his 6'9" glitched out metric, and then IQ is on the current build that he already has. So that's the thoughts right now, but I'm not exactly sure. Again, if you made it to this point, you don't want to watch any of the post-commentary stuff, I do appreciate you guys watching the video, and I just wanted to get my kind of thoughts out to an extent and just maybe rant a little bit, but not in a toxic way or anything like that. Also, one last note too, Kitchen was feeling a little bit of delay throughout this whole series, even in the first game, and then it just got compounded even worse when he was on West servers as well. So honestly, it's a little bit frustrating how this all went down, but like I said, we're here to break it down and just kind of showcase to you guys. So again, they have the double press. They got Vector and another guy blitzing AK on the inbound. They force the ball into my hands, and now what I have to do is make the read off of this. Now right here, it would be Tonic, obviously, but you can see right here, I try and get it to Kitchen, but the release off of the double press back to Kitchen right here with Vector. This dude Vector is disgusting, bro. He is real nice when it comes to defense. If he don't make the league, I am rioting, bro. This dude is nasty at the 2 or the 1, whatever the case may be. Defensively, he is crazy though. I really do think playing 2 guard is probably the best that I've seen him play. But right here you can see he gets like kind of in the lane right there, and that's the only thing I felt like I had to go to. But once again, I feel like we obviously had Tonic in the corner on that one right there. Now, these guys' defense was just crazy raw all over the place. Like, honestly, it was very hard to break. You can see nothing's really there on that one. Kitchen, once again, a little bit of delay. Can't really get the shot off. They're destroying us on the rebounds. They're out on the fast break too. Now, with this film breakdown, I'm going to be doing mostly just full court press break and how we're trying to deal with that, because that's honestly how I feel like this game was won and lost for us. We really struggled to clear the ball up on the full court press. We didn't turn it over, but there's a lot of really bad shot attempts we had. We forced the ball out of our point guard's hands really consistently as well, and that's what they were doing. They're trying to get the ball out of our guard's hands and make us as a team make some plays. Now, again, this is why I really do like the idea of kind of downsizing as a team, because Tonic has really low ball handle. We're not going to use him as a press break, so really when he is inbounding or anybody besides me is inbounding, it's really tough to deal with, because now what they can do is we have 2 guys that aren't up the court, or if I sit paint, they're going to force the ball into Tonic's hands, and then Tonic has to dribble the ball up with 25 ball handle, 25 speed of ball, find a way to get it to somebody else as well. So if I sit paint and get out of the way, it doesn't exactly work like that. But when I'm trying to sit here for the relief and he has me or Kitchen to pass to, now this guy can just go ahead and like do whatever he wants with that. So now once again, we just don't really got anything open. They get the big man back to tonic. Now that's where we break the press right there. It's really good, like high IQ ball movement, but we have to do that every single play. And if we fail to do that, then we just don't score, or we get back into our half court offense, but then we have some passing lanes to deal with as well. If I had to showcase a possession that really indicates how this whole series went for us, it's this one right here. So again, Kitchen's delay, it really was tough to deal with. You're going to see off the press break right here. Once again, they're kind of sending the double press, but not exactly. They had Vector all on AK right there, and then this guy kind of sends the help when it feels necessary. But now you're going to see they kind of go to like a little sides thing. Now right here, this is an easy shot for Kitchen, like 10 times out of 10 on any regular game. But he ends up being delayed. The kind of garbage catch that he gets on this too, it didn't exactly help anything, but then you're gonna see him run middle right here. I'm wide open in the paint. I'm expecting him to pass to me. Once again, he can't get his icons up in the first place either, so the pass is delayed. Now I get the ball. This is a full rotation right here. If we get a situation like this where the big man ends up on me in the paint and then they have two guys like wing and then corner, this is a dead possession. It's really bad. I'm not gonna lie. This is like really good defense by them, really bad offense by us, but again, we can't do that much about it. Kitchen is delayed and he's having a hard time with that. So if they force the ball out of AK's hands like they did in this situation right here, and then it ends up going to Kitchen, because as you can see, he runs middle and then Vector drops down to blitz AK and maybe take away his crab mid-range or just the quick stop mid, whatever the case may be. Obviously AK could have passed to me right here as well. That's a whole different story, but either way, a still pretty semi-open wing shot. And again, he's trying to pass me the ball right here. I'm holding X way sooner because I'm thinking he's gonna get it to me sooner. And then this right here, Vector is different, bro. He is crazy with this stuff, and we played a great team. It is what it is. These guys are insanely good. They honestly, like, this right here is different, bro. He catches it wing, fades back to the middle, disregards anybody else coming there. Now, to be fair, it's more so a free rebound if he misses. Like, this guy was down here. He had position. He had me sealed off. It's clear, right? They had two guys down there for the board. It's a smart play. 2 for 1 as well. I'm not sure if he knew he was going for the 2 for 1 on this one, but if he did, that is a very smart play. But right here, you can see 33 seconds on the game clock, 24 seconds on the shot clock. That means even if we hold it to the last second of the shot clock, it's still 9 seconds for them to get a shot off. So that, in case anybody doesn't know real basketball terms, that is what a 2 for 1 is. He gets 2 possessions for R1 by him taking an early shot, and that early shot was a great one, bro. It's crazy how quick he got that off, man. Insane. So now right here, boom, they get the full rotation. They send him down to me. Me and AK struggled a little bit in the pick and roll action to get anything open. Again, you can see we're kind of just locked up, to be honest with you. Now they blitz off Kitchen again. Kitchen doesn't really have anything going right here. Vector is in the ISO. Vector is crazy on D2, bro. He ain't giving anything up, to be honest with you. Leaner fade in the mid-range. We get the ball back, but now it's just, I mean, this is just kind of how this all went, to be honest with you. And now, boom, they get the transition. There's a 2 for 1 that Vector got them right there. So his 3-point shot was actually more so a 5-point shot because it gets them 5 points right there. And we get nothing because we have 1.9 seconds. Honestly, this is just kind of a really good indication of how this whole series went. I want to showcase to you guys our struggles because, again, I know there's a lot of people out here who think I just post content trying to showcase me and my team, or more so me playing good. That's not the case. If you guys know me back to 2K20, I've been posting videos of me losing games all the time, way more than any content creator you've ever watched. I promise that, bro. Like, honestly, in 2K20, I probably posted 25 losses out of, like, all my videos, which is crazy. Nobody else does that. I really, truly do feel like that. And this year, I haven't done it so much, but I feel like there hasn't been a lot to break down in those losses. This one right here, bro, we got our butts kicked, so it's just kind of right for me to showcase some of this stuff. So, again, we're not going to spend too much time breaking this down, but either way, this right here was how their offense was going, the underneath wraps, and this is what I wanted to be doing more of as well. If you guys have tuned into the Pro-Am commentaries a little bit, you guys have been hearing that I have been wanting to vouch for our team doing this a little bit more. And this one right here is going to be the underneath wrap. So on the underneath wrap, IQ cannot blitz on this. There's really no way. He has to follow, and you're going to see as he goes underneath, if we were to switch that, then Kitchen would have to work from all the way over top of the guard down under to Vector right here. So now take your bet as to what happens right here, because again, underneath wraps, a little hard to communicate. Honestly, IQ probably should follow right here, but at the end of the day, he's a little bit beat on this. He's going to have to fight really hard for that. So now you're going to see miscommunication. Boom. 2 guys follow the wrapper. Nobody guards the point guard. Fortunately, he does miss it, to be honest, and we do get the rebound. And then as for the rebound, honestly, it's kind of lucky to an extent as well. I box out the big man, but then AK doesn't really box out this guy out the corner right here. And this right here is just really the power of the 7-3s, which is very convenient, obviously, right? Like Tonic is able to grab that board. AK didn't seal a box out, but either way, he can just kind of jump up for it. And now check us out, bro. We're out here just boxed, man. So I don't even know what they're miscommunicating in the right corner right there, but either way, it's not like they really got anything on us. Like we didn't have anything open right here. AK is getting like fumbling dribble moves and stuff. It's looking horrible. We end up trying to get him an open fade right here, but they just double contest it. We're just locked, bro. We are just absolutely locked up. So again, I'm not going to showcase too much stuff with this. You could see, I mean, they go on a crazy run right here. Like let's see what this was. We had 19 points right here and it was 19-24. Then they end up with 44 points. They went on a 20-0 run, bro. That's insane. That's actually very, very sad. That's the first time I've seen what the actual run was. But man, it's tough, bro. Honestly, like again, it's pretty pitiful to show you guys this stuff, but it is what it is. I have no shame in it. I mean, we played bad, and I just wanted to kind of explain to you guys like what went wrong with this. And again, it was more so breaking the press. We had a very hard time doing so, and even in the half-court offense, it was still a pretty tough time. Again, you can see that's our first bucket since the whole run right there. But honestly, pretty demoralizing stuff. I don't have any shame in showing the live commentary stuff or anything like that. It's not like we're bickering as a team or anything like that. I would say it's one of the plus sides of our team is the fact that we don't really complain and argue with each other too much. It's more so strategical things that we're trying to break down a little bit between us. But again, right here, like, I mean, the press break, bro, it's so tough. Like, this is really, I don't know what you do to beat this other than the one thing that I want to have with this, because you're going to see they don't drop their big man to me. They have their big man kind of playing this area so you can get back into the hedge defense or move to the corner. It's kind of so you can pivot which way he needs to go. And really with this one right here, he's going to pivot down to the corner. But anyway, with this, if I had a new 6'9" build and played really undersized, I could go for contact dunks on these, like driving contact dunks, in which area teams wouldn't really want to just put the ball in my hand intentionally like that. Now, granted, maybe they do because maybe they want me to take a contested 2-point shot early in the shot clock or something like that. But honestly, if it's somebody small dropping down to me like this, or maybe I could do a behind the back into the right hand so I can get back onto the right side of him. I don't have good enough ball handle rating on this guy, I feel like. And then boom, right here, I'm thinking the same thing, right? He's going to rotate to the corner. I'm like, okay, I can hit Kitchen if it's soon enough, and then boom, Vector won't be there, but he is. He's always there. And then Kitchen thinks he has the shot. He ends up trying not to shoot it, but he shoots it very early right here out on the break. I mean, they were doing that to us all day. Now, obviously, don't score on that one, but either way, it's very frustrating, bro. This whole series was frustrating. Right here, you can see he drops on our 2 7-footers and just dunks the ball on us. I mean, again, I really do think downsizing might be a move, to be honest with you. And again, right here, Tonic's trying to get up the court. We don't really have anything going for us. It's just a tough time, bro. We need to downsize a little bit for the sake of our press game as well, so we can press people the same way and play a little bit more passing lanes and stuff like that as well. Again, Kitchen gets the ball. He's just not able to shoot right now. It's really frustrating. Like, he can't time his shots. It's not about skill or not. He's been a very good player, but it's just he is delayed, and we're on West in this game on top of that too. So if he's not going to make the excuse for himself, I'll make it for him, because honestly, I know how he feels, bro. It's very frustrating to be in these competitive Pro-Am games and then still have to deal with internet issues as well. So I feel him, man, and I'm not going to sit here and blame him or put all the blame on him for the loss or anything like that either. I think this right here is another good indication of problems that we had. So what we were doing in terms of our defense, Kitchen was pushing the guard to the middle, and I would hedge toward his middle and try to get back. Or if I couldn't get back, then I would swing to the wing and we would rotate fully like that. So I would pretty much just swing to the wing after hedging like this, and Kitchen could just follow, not switch onto the big man, because obviously Kitchen at 6'5", he can't really switch onto the big. We can't do full switches or anything like that. So essentially, just to kind of take this back just a little bit, if Kitchen gets beat to this middle like this right here and he gets stuck, what I'm essentially going to try and do is hedge up to the top and then rotate out to this wing so that IQ can go corner and Tonic can drop off the corner into the paint. And then Kitchen would end up back on the PG. But this is kind of a me thing. I need to be less ego stuff with this as well, where I need to be ready to swing so that other people can make plays on the team, and I need to do that. But either way, I do get the block. It is what it is. But either way, it definitely was something that I should have done differently with that. Now right here, you're going to see they get the inbound to the big man. This dude just goes up with some BS, and it just goes in. 16% cover. Why it even went up in the first place, I don't know. This right here, Vector was given problems, bro. Like, this man is on the inbound like crazy. If you're a big man and you play Pro-Am, you know you can't do anything about this. We need a secondary person to come down. Obviously, like with this though, what can Kitchen even do differently? This guy's winning a one-on-one with our point guard. And typically, if you deal with this problem right here, it's going to be a 2-on-1 on your PG. And then you have one guy that Kitchen's just going to have to beat. Kitchen can't do anything about that right here. I mean, honestly, it's just Vector going crazy on this inbound D. Simple as that. So he steals the ball right here. I'm like really frustrated in this moment right now. And then I'm letting him know in this situation I can't move on this inbound either. So again, we're gonna need 2 guys to clear this. So I'm just gonna hit Kitchen right here. But once again, forcing the ball out of our point guard's hands. And you're gonna see Vector is hawking that really hard. Once again, they're hawking everywhere really hard. You have to make really quick, sudden plays with the passing, and it's just something that we ended up doing better at the end of the game. But again, he could make that quick pass to AK right here, but this guy knows that, so he's lurking down on shots, and then boom, I'm open. But you wouldn't expect that I'm open off the first idea, because you're probably thinking in this moment right here to pass to AK, right? So it's all mind games. It's all these guys having high IQ. They're really good on the sticks as well. The list goes on. And right here, like, he's getting bumped like crazy as well. So even if he did make that pass to me, it doesn't matter. He's getting bumped. He goes out of bounds off of it. They're forcing the ball into our secondary ball handler's hands or my hands as well as the center, and I can't do anything with it. I don't have any driving dunk ability. If they drop the center down to me off the press break, then I just can't mash anybody either. And on top of that too, they might even pluck me and stuff like that too. So honestly, man, it's very frustrating. Now, this is how we started moving the ball up the court against this press, but to be honest with you, I think they were just kind of trolling us as well, just kind of showboating to an extent. So anyway, I'll just go ahead and show it though. So they're triple pressing right now. They have Tonic hauling his tall, slow self up the court into the corner, right? So until he gets into a scoring range or a scoring position, it doesn't matter. They can keep those 3 guys in the press. And at that point, it allows them to really just get us down to like 18 seconds before we can do anything. Now, Kitchen actually sets him like a back screen to the corner. It's very unconventional, but it works, so it is what it is. But now check this out. Let's add to the list of things going wrong. Tonic's meter is on as well. Now, obviously, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. We've lost the game to this point. It's not over, but we kind of know, like, this is going to be very, very tough to come back in. And honestly, Tonic's, like, meter being on and just everything from Kitchen being delayed to being on West servers against this PG, everything. The list goes on, bro. It's really frustrating to deal with. Now, this is a pretty solid defensive set right here, but Vector's going to come out here, do some crazy stuff. Goes for the fade, ends up bailing out to the corner. Boom. Wide open. Just like that. Again, now we're going to deal with the press break where once again Tonic is the inbounder, so we got to just do things very suddenly, very abruptly. Now I'm sitting down in the paint, they get the big man down onto me, and boom, there you go. Full rotation. Simple as that. Nothing there. I mean, man, it's crazy good press by them, and this is what we need to get on. We don't do any of this stuff. We're a half-court defense. We kind of play a little bit safer and more conservative, to be honest with you. So honestly, it's just not good. We need to get better at it. We need to do more things that are sort of meta to the game. Anyway, what they end up doing for the majority of this game is just leaving IQ open in the corner. I can't exactly tell you why. They do it for press break as well. Like, there's plenty of times in the press break. But anyway, the long story short, I don't need to show you guys that. It's the same thing that just happened with Tonic. And you're going to see that's kind of how IQ just ends up with 10 for 11 from 3, 34 points. This man was shooting the lights out this season. I'm going to do some quick little stats, like kind of recap on everybody's regular season stats and just show you guys. Unfortunately, they didn't show our 4 best games against really good people. And again, this is more so me just kind of ranting about WR. But again, I don't have anything personal against them. It is what it is, bro. Honestly, it's just unlucky. So some of the coolest stats that I'm going to showcase amongst the team as far as the regular season goes, IQ shot nearly 80% from 3 on his build. Mind you, it's a 6'9" metric build with like 77 3-pointers. So for him to shoot the lights out like this was crazy, bro. And some of them are like last second shots. For his open shooting, I honestly would say that he probably missed like 2 shots, honestly. Like you can see, it's 48 of 61. That's crazy, bro. Nobody was even close amongst the whole Pro-Am League. As for the guards, AK ends up with averaging 25 points and 8 assists as well on 62% from 3. And Kitchen as the lockdown, I feel like we do need a little bit more like fast break than we've been getting a little bit, to be honest. Kitchen's on a build that has very low driving dunk as well though, so we just really aren't even living by the fast break either. With our team, we're way too big. Like we got a 7-footer and a 7'3" at the big man spots, and then a 6'5" with no driving dunk at our 2 spot. We have no driving dunk in our point guard either, so our 2 fast break guys, it's literally just live by the 3 or nothing. And again, with our lack of speed, we can't get up there for the free rebounds like Vector's shot in that one, as you guys saw. So anyway, with AK, he's averaging 25 and 8 with his stats. We got Kitchen averaging 14 points as well. We got me averaging like 14 and 9 with the points and rebounds, but like 2.7 assists. I could have way more on that as well, to be honest with you. 83% from field goal. And honestly, I don't know. I would like to think I played pretty solid with this, but I do want to say I think AK was going nuts in this regular season, bro. And what's crazy too is he was dealing with lag issues as well for the majority of the regular season. That's why I wanted to stream this stuff, and I really do want to do that for the next Pro-Am League that we do. I will 100% try to do that for you guys, because I think it's a really cool experience to do this live, and I do want to do it like that. But AK was dealing with a lot of internet issues, and it was really tragic, bro. Like, there were 2 nights in a row, 3 nights in a row, even, actually, now that I think about it, that we hopped on here. He's over here delayed out his mind. His, like, mic is lagging on the party and stuff like that, and we just literally can't even play. So it's unfortunate, man. We got in a really good groove right here, though. As you guys saw, we only lost like 1 game, and a lot of these games were against some really good teams. Unfortunately, they didn't showcase, like, they didn't keep some of our best games against the best teams. But anyway, man, that's all for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on the noties, all that good stuff. And like always, try to 1,000 likes. If you guys want to see more of the Pro-Am stuff too, just let me know in the comments. I am all for doing this stuff very consistently, but obviously it depends on how it's doing on the channel, and it's a little bit hard to come up with the titles for every video when it comes to this content too. So honestly, what I think I'm gonna start doing a little bit more, like I said, is just start streaming this stuff, and I think that'll be a really solid way of implementing this on the channel, and we'll just count that as the video for the day if I do go live with the regular season matchups, or we'll stream every playoff game too. And this is what I'm talking about. You guys will see the good and the bad with all this stuff, and you'll see that we are not toxic by any means. Honestly, everything to do with communication amongst the team, it's all just about getting better. It's all just intellectual talk, kind of. Nobody's calling each other out on some toxic stuff, and you'll see. But anyway, that's all for the video. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you made it to the end of the vid, put Pro-Am, or you can put blowout in the comments if you want to clown on me. It is what it is, bro. I understand. We're taking our L's right on the chin, and it is what it is with this stuff, man. So anyway, all respect to the guys that we played right here. They were very good, and they're really cool as well. They're not like toxic by any means either. So anyway, unfortunate. It is what it is. WR, it is what it is too, bro. Anyway, that's all video. Hope y'all enjoyed. None of that. Take it easy, man. Peace.